Alright lads, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amber Rainbow and I am back with yet another speed paint video. This one is a samurai dude fighting an octopus. It's more of a Japanese looking type painting, not strictly like a traditional Japanese style type painting because I use a lot more black within the actual subject matter than most traditional Japanese paintings would. They tend to keep black primarily to the background and then colour just on the subject matter of the painting. I decided to not do that just because it's a style thing. I like putting a bit more black shading in, so if I was to tattoo it, it'd look better basically. So it's more of a traditional tattoo style, like an old school tattoo style way of painting a traditional Japanese subject matter, I suppose. But yeah, as you just saw me doing there was the line work where I use a Steadtlr lumocolor permanent pen in size F and a Unipin fine liner in 0.01 I think. I use a really small one for the hair just because I was feeling, I don't know, I just thought I'd do something small and dainty because I hate myself and like to do small lines on rough paper. But yeah. So the first thing I do is do the lines and then I do a coffee stain across the entire painting, just out of a more visual look than a technical aspect to the painting, as I do in most of my paintings, if not all of them. I coffee stain it and then I start with the black, and the black is Indian ink from Winsor & Newton. It's brilliant, it dries quick because it just does, and I love that for it because I'm really good at putting my hand in wet paint and then just blotting it all over the paper. I did it a couple times this one, but it's not that noticeable. As you can tell, this is a lot of a shorter video than my last one. I'll still be popping in and out, letting you know what's going on. Let's have like music in the background for the rest of it. But I hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. now start on the very first colour of this painting. For this I used tattoo ink actually for the blue, mainly because this ink I bought to tattoo with and it's too watery, so I can't physically tattoo with it, so I thought instead of wasting the bottle because it's expensive, I'll paint with it. The only thing I have to do when I paint with tattoo ink, I do it sometimes for certain colours, especially blue, because I find it hard to find a nice watercolour blue. But I have to add quite a bit of water with the actual ink. Otherwise, when it dries, it will sit atop of the lines. And then sometimes, if you put too much down, you get sort of like a cracked effect to it, which is not really what I was going for. But luckily, because I'm with the super light blue, and I add lots of water to it, so I don't get that type of thing. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit, guys. Now we're on to the green, which I did for his robes, just because it looked cool, mainly. I sort of make colours up as I go along and then hope for the best at the end, really. It's a mixture of quite a few greens and then a little bit of brown, because I like a more deep olivey brown? Olivey green, that's what I mean. But yeah, I go through, paint how I thought the fabric would look cool. I left out certain sections, so I was going for a different colour for the pattern of the robes. I sort of should have done the secondary colour first, because usually yellow, I do yellow in it later, usually that would bleed, and the green would bleed into the yellow, so I should have done the yellow first, because that wouldn't bleed into the green, but I got really lucky with it later on. Probably because I used a little bit of acrylic ink in with the watercolour ink, so it probably stopped it from bleeding so much. That's what I'm assuming anyway, I'm not 100% sure, so yeah. Enjoy. I keep saying enjoy, don't I? That must get really annoying. I'm sorry. I need to find a better way just to come out of this. into actually painting the octopus, which is the main part of this painting. I used a lot of different colours for this because they had lots of different layers and lots of different things, because I was feeling a little bit extra, and I like doing all this texture and stuff all over the octopus. Are they called arms? I'm called tentacles. They're tentacles. I know words. But yeah, so I go through, do the base orange first, and then I believe I went through with a slightly darker orange in places, and then I started doing these little like scaly effects on it, where I mix a little bit of mahogany. Oh, that's a nice word, isn't it? Mahogany. Mahogany ink mixed in with the orange to do these like little scales, and then I made it even darker with more mahogany, and then darkened parts of the scales. And then at the very end, I used a little bit of liquitex white, which is an acrylic ink. Mixed it in with the orange and got this like nice peachy beigey colour to also go over certain sections of those scaly bits and like dots and stuff, just to make it look cool, more textured, less flat than it looks just with the orange. now I'm doing the reds and the pinks on the painting. I only show one bottle of ink because to get the pink, I just add lots and lots and lots of water to that red ink till I get a nice baby pink. But yeah, here I am just doing the reds in the sword the samurai's holding. Just, it looked cool. I mean, maybe I could have gone for a different colour because it's quite a close colour to the orange, but I think it turned out alright. I also did some like blood splatters on the sword. Again, just it looked cool. It looked cool. I like doing blood splatters. Blood's quite fun to paint. And then I go through the entire octopus and do all its little suction cups. A nice baby pink, just because it's different colour than orange. I didn't want to do it overpowering with the orange. I went for a nice baby pink. I think I had a little bit of like baby pink in like the corners of his eyes, where everyone's eyes is like pink. I don't know what those bits are called, but I did that there. I'm back again already. For some reason I forgot to film a shot of what inks I use for the skin tone, just because I'm an idiot and I forgot to do that obviously. So for the skin tone it's saddle brown mixed with Scarlet mixed with daffodil yellow. I go through, put all the shading on his skin really, and then onto the last colour I think of this painting, which was yellow. Actually no, it's not the last colour, I do some detail later, but yeah. I go for yellow, do all the bits between the tentacles and the suction cups yellow, just so it's got a nice gradient and a bit of difference from just lots and lots of orange. I keep saying that a lot in this one. First I did do the robe stone, as I said earlier. I really should have probably done the yellow on the robes first, but I got super lucky and the green did not bleed into it at all, which I'm very thankful for, because if it did, probably would have started the painting again. I'm a little bit perfectionist like that. But yeah, no, it turned out fine. I got very lucky. Right, now we're at the end. So I was just using a bit of that Hydrus Dr. P.H. Martin's ink in slate blue. I think it's in a blue. It's kind of cool. Sort of a grey blue. And the liquitex white to go through and do some like little dot details on the waves where like, not steam, I guess like the droplets of water would be sort of hanging over the edge of the wave, just for a little added texture into the painting. You can't really see it right now, but you will at the end on the little video. But yeah, we've come to the end of this video now. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I rambled a lot, and I know my voice sounds a bit weird because it's all a bit croaky, but anyway, I will see you in the next one. Peace out, lads.